Welcome to another edition of Don Allphin on Fishing. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this fish, but we just got out here trying for a burbot or two. And this is the first fish of the night. And just like the other night that we're out here, this happens to be looks like a little lake trout. But sit back and relax and enjoy a little bit of burbot fishing tonight with Colton Christensen. And we're using the same tackle that we used the other day in the last video. And why don't you open up that live well real quick if you can, Colton, and we'll get this lake trout in the hopper. But we should have a fun time fishing the old ling dingers and some of the grubs that Colton makes. This is one that I will be using. I have a little prototype spoon that I'm using right now, but as it gets darker, that's what's going to happen. So say hi to the camera, Colton, and we're going to cut this off.
Hi.
I just lost one. I had one just as you got hooked up. I don't even have the net ready for you, so you better just get that guy on in.
Lake trout.
Another lake trout. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it. Nice job. So the lake trout will eat the ling dingers too.
Yeah. Cutthroats, rainbow.
Yep, everything. Yeah, you got yourself one coming. You thought you had a snag. I saw you deal with that like a snag.
Yep.
Well, let me grab the net. Drop my rod. Grab the net and see what we've got here. It's 5:15 in the evening. I've got my line there if you can keep it away from it. Possibly. Not, we'll just deal with two. That looks like a nice ling. That's a beautiful burbot. Look at that, baby. Nice job, Colton. You ought to start a tackle company or something.
I'm thinking about it.
Look at that thing. He wanted it. He wanted a ling dinger. Good job. Good job. You know where the live well is.
Yep.
Fantastic. Okay. We are liking it. We're going to have to do our own
mine just got off.
rescuing.
Mine just got off.
There we go. Mine's in.
Nice.
Okay, good. Oh, look at that fish. Look at that fish he just spit up. Look at that. Look at that. Let's see the camera. Show the camera on that. What's that? A little... I don't know what that is. He's got two of them, though. Look at him. Look at the other one.
Let me just spit that one up, too. That's a bass.
That's a bass. He's got a little baby smallmouth.
Yeah, that's definitely a bass.
Yep, definitely a bass. That first one's not. That
Nope.
looks like a grub or something. Here you go. Can you put that in the live well for us? Great job. You lost yours just coming up, right?
Yep.
Okay. You know, finders are not really able to be used at burbot fishing very, very much. You can see fish if they come off the bottom a little bit, but most of these burbot are right on the bottom. So I keep telling people, don't worry so much about not seeing the burbot on the bottom. At least, if you're in an area where you know that there are burbot, just get down on the bottom, just come up just a little tiny bit. Colton does it the best. Colton, go ahead and explain again what you do down there on the bottom.
All I'm doing is taking our jig head and the rubber and sucker meat and just bouncing it off of the rock or the gravel that you're fishing on. So drop it, hit the bottom, bring it up a couple, 2 to 6 inches, and just drop it right back down on the bottom again.
There you go. That's the way to do it. Okay, keep it going. I'll just reel up and grab the net. Not taking long now. There we go. Nice fish. Good job, Colton. Good fish. Looking good. Took the green again, didn't it?
Yep.
Fantastic.
Puking out a crawdad.
Puking up a crawdad. That's what we don't care if they eat crawdads. We don't like them to eat the bass, but beggars can't be choosers, right?
That's right.
Good job. Okay, can't keep a good man down. Good job. Oh, did you lose him again? Oh, it's all right. Go down and get him again.
Yeah.
Got another hit? Got him. Good job. Nice job, Colton. Ooh, looks like a nice fish.
There you go. Oh. Come on.
There we go. Nice job. You got it. You're all hooked up with your own stuff, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'll get it unhooked.
Another nice fish. Came on the same one, didn't it?
Yep.
Good job. See what we've got here. I don't know. Do you want to grab the
I'll get the net.
net? I think we're... Oh, I think I can get him.
Nice.
Good job. How many think that is for us in, what, a half hour now?
Four or five burbot, and I don't know how many lake trout.
Yeah. Can't get him out even. There you go. Well, let's see what we've got here. It's all of 6 o'clock, so we've been here for an hour. And oh, look at this. It's a rockfish. Look at that. I'd like to test the water here. How many of you have ever caught a fish that's that solid and that good? I mean, he took the bait. You could see it right there. Thought it was coming in a little easy. Well, let's see what we got here. Don't think it's another rockfish.
No, that one looks like it's fighting.
Feels pretty good.
Want the net?
Yeah. Let's get the net on this one. That's a big fish.
Oh, that's a big fish.
Hey! Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with gas.
That's a big burbot.
I wish you could catch him that big, Colton. That's a dandy burbot right there, my boys.
That one's a fish-eating
machine. Here you go. What do you think about that one, Colt?
This I'll bet between 6 and 8 pounds.
Yeah, it is. That's a dandy. Put that in the live well. Don't lose it. I'll bet you that's got 30 crawdad in its stomach.
12 kokanee.
There we go. Great job.
Oh, that's awesome.
Good. I was thinking about the differences between how we fish for burbot now and how and when it's iced over. There are some yeah, another lake trout, beautiful one. There are changes, or there are differences. Could you maybe take a second and tell me a little bit about how you approach fishing through the ice that might be different from what we're doing now?
Well, I normally have a spoon on one rod, so I can jump hole to hole and just bounce a spoon off the bottom.
Right.
And I take these soft plastics and I'll dead stick most of them. They do make automatic jiggers that that I put on a few, but normally it's just jumping hole to hole, trying to find the fish.
Trying to find the fish, right?
Doing something similar.
Okay. And you can have 6 rods in the through the ice.
We can fish 6 rods, so normally you can only jig 1, maybe 2 if your holes are close. My holes are normally spread out to where we can jig 1 rod, and we have 5 dead sticks.
There you go. Sounds good. Got him?
Yep.
Good job. Think you can get him without the net?
Hope so.
Doesn't seem too large.
Nope.
There you go. Good job, Colton. Good job. Another nice one.
Yep.
Very good. Well, okay, get him in here. Oh, there you go. Well, that was weird. I was hooked on a rock down there, and all of a sudden, I started. It came loose, and here was a fish. So, not a big burbot, but a burbot nonetheless. There we go. Well, I'll tell you what, it's been an awful fun night. Thanks for watching another edition of Don Allphin on Fishing. I'm going to have turn the time over to Colton and to have him talk a little bit about the Burbot Bash, because this is the biggest thing that's coming up over the winter for us. So, Colton, tell us a little bit more about the Burbot Bash.
Hey, yeah, we've got the Burbot Bash coming out January 27th, 28th, and 29th. Up to a 4-man team. Come out and join us and have some fun catching these burbots. I fished it a couple of times. I guess 3 times is all I've fished it, but I've loved it every single time I fished it, and it is a lot of fun. And yeah, I'd rather be out in a boat. Oh, wait a second, what are we doing here? We're catching burbot.
You just lost it. That's okay. But anyway, so remember, January 27th, 28th, and 29th. 2023 is the Burbot Bash out here at Flaming Gorge. Well, here's what our catch did from last night. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 burbot, and the largest, this one, was 6.66 pounds. The next was just a little under 3, and then these are just run-of-the-mill burbot, but they all eat well, and I'm just gonna go ahead and skin them and fillet them. Colton Christensen taught me how to skin them before I fillet them, and so I'm going to do that this time, even though you've watched me in previous videos leave the skin on and then just take the skin off like you would on a trout. But I'm going to do it a little bit differently today, so that's it. And then there in the garbage can right there, or the garbage sack right there, and that's the scale that I weighed the fish on, are 12 small lake trout that we caught. And it's good to get those out of the lake, and we bottle the lake trout, and so that's going to be a fun thing for us to do. I'm just going to show you the length of the big one right here. So that's 29 inches. 29 inches on the 6.6 pounder. That'll give you an idea about how much they weigh if you've got a real fat one. So listen, I just wanted to make a quick addition to what we talked about last night, and that is that if you want to fish the Burbot Bash, just be watching some of my videos. I'll have some instructions, I'll have some other things. I'm not involved in the bash at all. I'm just doing this basically as a courtesy. But the idea is that you can't really sign up for the Burbot Bash until after the 1st of January. So just be aware of that, and then be looking for things. We'll give you some idea of where safe ice is as soon as we get safe ice. And I need to let you know that I'll be out of the water for at least a month, because I've got my boat trailer has some issues, and we're putting new axles on it. And so I'll be doing a few little short videos about maybe some regulation changes and some water level issues on Flaming Gorge. But other than that, we'll be waiting for that ice to form, and then we'll be doing some more fishing through the ice. So thanks again for watching. Appreciate it.